In Louisiana last night, their State House of Representatives passed a bill which would outlaw all abortions except when it is required to save a mother's life. Governor Buddy Roemer threatened to veto it unless rape and incest were also added. Even then, it would be one of the toughest abortion laws in the U.S., one of the first victories in some time for the nation's largest anti-abortion lobby, which is meeting this week in California. Here's ABC's Gary Shepard.
The vote in Louisiana was welcome news at the annual convention of the Right to Life Committee.
I'm really excited that Louisiana has taken a stand to protect unborn children.
Very happy. I think this is really progress, and it's a shot in the arm for the United States to get back on track.
A shot in the arm for a movement that has lost ground recently and faces dozens of congressional races this November, as well as thousands of state contests where abortion is expected to be the main issue.
This is the remaining unsolved, unanswered human rights question of our day.
Our problem is that the media has portrayed us as sort of losing this past year and has portrayed the pro-abortion side as on a roll. Not so.
At political strategy seminars, a battle plan was unveiled. Don't try to ban all abortions without exception, but focus the debate on specific reasons.
If candidates can say, look, I can't support sex selection abortions, I can't support abortion simply as a means of birth control, I think that parents do have to be involved in the abortion issue. That is a winning strategy.
The latest public opinion polls say that while most Americans believe women should have the right to decide on an abortion, they also believe there should be some limitations on that right. With both sides turning up the heat, the coming election campaign may well turn out to be an unofficial national referendum on the abortion question. Gary Shepard, ABC News, Sacramento.
There has been a major attempt this week to get at two of the nation's most notorious street gangs. Hundreds of federal agents in 11 states have launched a coordinated attack on the Crips and the Bloods. Over the past 2 days, more than 160 members of the gangs, which were spawned in Los Angeles, have been arrested. They're said to be deeply involved in much of the nation's cocaine traffic. President Bush has vetoed a bill that would have made it easier for federal workers to take part in partisan politics. The president said the measure to amend the Hatch Act, which bars such activity, could lead to political exploitation and abuse. And a presidential aide confirms that Mr. Bush will also veto the Family Leave Bill, which was passed by Congress. It would give both men and women time off to care for their families in case of need. We'll be back in just a moment.
World News Tonight with Peter Jennings and the Person of the Week are brought to you by Citibank.
Citibank, America's first global financial services corporation, has the power and the resources to help you with all your financial needs. Our bank, Citibank, is the one most widely used by American corporations and individuals. As Citicorp and Citibank, we serve over 30 million customers in 90 countries. In fact, Citibank, known worldwide as the financial leader, is ready to do whatever it takes to help you succeed. Citibank, because Americans want to succeed, not just survive.
Even simple motions can strain bladder muscles. If you have a bladder control problem, this is when you need a TENS. The difference? A TENS fit higher to stay in place when you need it most. A TENS gives you protection in motion.
Introducing a remarkable new Fixodent.
At last, an adhesive that doesn't quit at quitting time. Wait up, guys!
This new Fixodent holds stronger, 4 hours longer than any other cream adhesive. Fixodent and forget it all day into the night.
At Quality Comfort Clarion and Sleep Hotels, gremlins 18 and under stay free. Just don't feed them after midnight. Hello, room service?
Kids 18 and under stay free when you call 800-221-2222.
What dad wouldn't want tools for Father's Day, especially if they're craftsmen?
Right now, our $149 scroll saw plus plain end blade adapter is only $109.88.
And there's a whole lot more for Father's Day, waiting for you at Sears.
Designer Kids. Today, they're reshaping their breasts, thighs, noses, chins.
Before the surgery, I would often hide my face.
Plus, your life savings, your dreams, taken by a stockbroker with the fine print on his side. 2020, tonight.
Our person this week was a fairly easy choice, especially for those of us over 40. It is not that he had such a profound impact on world events this week, but when he did what he did on Tuesday night, You really had to marvel at the wonder of it.
I don't go out with the intent to pitch a no-hitter. I go out with the intent to give our ball club the opportunity to win the ball game and pitch the best game I possibly can.
A 2-0 pitch.
Baseball's record book is cluttered with the name Nolan Ryan.
Number 6 for Nolan Ryan. The Express has done it once again.
Monday night against the powerful Oakland A's, Ryan pitched his 6th career no-hit game, breaking the record set by Nolan Ryan. Last August, Oakland's Rickey Henderson helped Ryan to set another incredible record, strikeout victim, 5,000. To date, Ryan has 5,152 strikeouts, more than anyone else, and 294 wins in a career of 25 years. Nolan Ryan is 43 years old.
Nolan Ryan at 43 years old is still a phenom. Historically, I'd put him among the top 10 pitchers of all time.
I feel like that the key to my longevity has been I was blessed with good genetics.
So give some credit to Lynn and Martha Ryan, who raised Nolan in tiny Alvin, Texas. Nolan began striking out opposing batters by the time he was 8. By his senior year of high school, Nolan was already a phenom, striking out 19 batters in one 7-inning game and winning 22 games. Ryan was drafted by the New York Mets in 1965. In 1967, he married his high school sweetheart, Ruth. He has never made a baseball deal without the family coming first. They all still live in Alvin, Texas.
Payoff pitch. Second out with a fastball.
The Nolan Ryan fastball has become legend.
Nolan Ryan throws the ball faster than any pitcher in history. I think Reggie Jackson had the definitive quote about him. He said, trying to hit the Nolan Ryan fastball is like trying to eat coffee with a fork.
On August the 20th, 1974, scientists from Rockwell International measured the Ryan fastball with a specially designed wind tunnel. 101 miles per hour that day, still the fastest pitch ever recorded. Here, we'll put you in the batter's box for a second.
I still am basically a power pitcher. The biggest change is my velocity probably is off 4 to 5 miles an hour from probably at my peak 15, 18 years ago.
15 to 18 years ago. Not much consolation for players of the 90s, half his age.
It's in a whole nother range. It's really hard to even explain. It just explodes and it's on you so quick that all you can do is react.
The Nolan Ryan work ethic is as famous as his fastball. He has managed for these 25 years to maintain his intensity and his good humor.
I still enjoy competing. I enjoy being in shape. It's a challenge to be able to compete on this level with the younger players and still be successful. And a lot of the younger players, when they're giving me a bad time, I'm called everything from Grandpa to wisecracks made about how it was to pitch against Babe Ruth and attack hop.
They should send Nolan Ryan to the Hall of Fame and send his arm to the Smithsonian because it's a remarkable instrument.
The arm and the attitude. The Ryan Express.
Strike 2.
My attitude is I take each year as it comes along, and I think when you're younger, you're caught up in the excitement and the youth of it and just being glad to be there and being a part of it. And I think the older you get, the more appreciation you have.
And so we choose Nolan Ryan. We tried to get him a smile. The older he gets, the more appreciation we have for one of the national pastime's national treasures, still a boy of summer in his 40s. That's our report on World News Tonight. I'm Peter Jennings. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday. Good night.
This has been World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
This has been a presentation of ABC News, where more Americans get their news than from any other source.